Hi everybody, it's Dina, and I'm back with another video. This is my video showing you my completed project from the Big Purple Binder series that I'm doing. So if you're new, welcome. I have a Big Purple Binder full of crochet patterns. These patterns were either in Etsy that I purchased and literally sat there and sat there and sat there, or they were already printed, or they were in Ravelry. So I basically just went on my computer, printed everything, whether it was on Ravelry or Etsy or on my computer, and put it in a binder. And I'd say every 2 weeks, once a week, week and a half, it's not exact, I have our dear friend Alexa pick a pattern from, based on how many numbers, 1 to whatever. I forget how many right now, I have to look. And she randomly picks a pattern and I do it. And I do this because, one, I really know that I would never do these patterns otherwise. Several of them I look at and I'll be like, oh, I love that. That looks great. And then when I go to make it, I look at the pattern, or I just sit there and I'm like, it looks too hard or tedious or something's off, and I never make it. Well, I like to be taken out of my comfort zone. I like to practice different things. And I also like to know I could give it a try. What's the worst that can happen? Either I don't finish it or I change it up to make it that I like it. So far I'm loving doing this series. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Last week, the pattern that was picked is the Sasha sweater. This is by Banana Patterns. They have an Etsy shop and I will link that down below. They have great patterns. This is the pattern. Really adorable. I'm a huge fan of the Alpine stitch. I think it gives a great look. Sorry, my table's shaking. The pattern was included sizes 0 to 6, 6 to 12, 1 to 2 years, and 3 to 4 years. So it was very detailed, very easy to follow. And let's see, the yarn that they used was a DK Weight Sheepy's Color Crafter. I did not have that, so I used Soft and Sleek DK Low Pill Fiber. This is a Yarn Bee Hobby Lobby yarn. It's 100% low pill acrylic, and it is a DK, as it says. So, and the color is ivory. This is what I started making the sweater, and I did this and I kept it and didn't frog it back. I knew I had enough yarn. I just wanted to show you, like, I make mistakes all the time. And, it was a typical raglan style where you do so many stitches and then increase in the corners. And for some reason, my count wasn't working. And I knew you had an increase in the center stitch of the last increase, but I wasn't ending up on the center stitch. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. Start over. And then, oh no, this was the first one I started. And it was coming out rounded, and the stitch count was off. And I thought maybe it was different and it was a staggered, that you weren't supposed to do it in the third stitch because it kept not ending up in the third stitch. And then I'm like, no, it has to be the third stitch. So then I thought, you know what, I'll just always put it in the center stitch of the corner and I just won't count. And it still wasn't coming out right. And then I realized, I went back to my pattern and I said, what am I doing wrong? I don't understand it. I counted my stitches, and this one tiny detail, and this is what I yell at my kids for when they miss tiny details in their schoolwork, Evan mostly, because Ryan's 18, I don't see his schoolwork, is chain 1 turn. Chain 1 turn. I wasn't turning. So it completely changed everything. So as soon as I saw the chain one turn, it was perfect. I did make a gauge swatch because I wanted to make sure. I knew mine would be a little bit bigger because my gauge swatch was bigger. I'm a loose crocheter, but that's fine. I love the way it turned out. You guys ready? This yarn, very soft, incredible drape. Look, isn't that adorable? Isn't that adorable? And this is really, really soft. Very, very soft. I love the alpine stitch. This is going to be a gift for, I'm not sure who. I have one niece who I think it'll fit. Might be a little big on her now, but I think I'm going to send it. Why not? Easter. And I love the ribbing. I love everything about it. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very soft. Okay. So I really, really liked that pattern, and I'm glad I finally did it because I did look at that a lot because I thought it was so pretty. And now I'm going to move it over into the binder that says completed patterns in 2023. And in this binder, I put a picture of it, whatever completed, if I made a swatch, just so I know, like, I won't do the mistakes, but I'll put the swatch in. So, and then the ball band and everything, the hook size and everything. Okay, set that one aside. And now is the exciting part. We're going to see what I'm going to do next. I'm going to see how many patterns there are again. Alexa, pick a number from 1 to 21.
Here's a number between 1 and 21. It's 15.
All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15. I feel like I did this. Okay, it's a hat. It's from, I can't pronounce it. It's the Azalea Beanie. And it's by Carrier Berry. And let's see. She has an Instagram. I'll put that down below. And I'll put the link to the pattern down below. This pattern, she used 2 strands of a 4-weight yarn. She used I Love Brava yarn from We Crochet and an 8mm crochet hook. Wow, that doesn't even look that thick, but I guess it is. All right. She doesn't say how many yards she used. So, but it's okay. I've got tons of 4-weight yarn. I'm kind of relieved it's a quick pattern because my mom's visiting and it was her birthday on the 28th, and I had her pick yarn of her choice and tell me what she wanted. So there's 3 projects I need to make for her. So I will show you guys those when I'm done. But so I'm glad this project's quick. And then my Bag O' Day pattern of the week series was a hat as well, but a brimmed hat. So those are pretty quick. So I'm really glad about that. And then I could concentrate on my mom's thing. And then I'm going to get another tutorial up because I'm going to do another hand towel. I'm going to introduce another stitch and do another hand towel, actually, because one of the things that my mom wanted was some hand towels. So I figured I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. All right, so I will have this week's pattern, the sweater, linked down below. I will also have this hat linked down below in case you guys are interested. And I guess that's it for this video. I hope you guys like this series. Let me know down below if you like it. And if it's helping you guys, inspire you, maybe to dig into your patterns, just to give them a try. You don't always have to have a purpose or a reason to make something. I think that's something that we might struggle with. Like, oh, I'm just making this for what? No, you're making it to practice and perfect a craft. That's all. I wanted to jump right back on. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention that I used, the pattern was 3.5 millimeter hook for the trim. Sorry about the dog. And then it was a 4 millimeter for the body of the sweater. And so I got to use my new hook and I loved it. No numbness when I used it and no hand pain. Now it wasn't a huge project, but it was thin yarn and it was absolutely fabulous. So that's review number 1. I'm going to just keep updating you whenever I use them, but I'm always happy when I see a 4 millimeter hook is needed. All right, sorry. Bye. All right, everybody. I hope you guys are doing great, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.